Hey guys, Mark here. I really hope that you guys will take a quick minute here to check out this video. I just wanted to get some feedback on something that occurred to me. Now, one thing that we can all agree on is if they can find a way to tax us less, then they need to figure it out and do it. Back in the 1800s, our economy grew somewhere between like 200 and 400% when there was no income tax. People are sitting under this illusion that an income tax is absolutely necessary to run a successful nation, and this is by not any means the case. My point is, nobody, pretty much nobody, wants to give any more money to the government than they have to, especially a worthless, fruitless government that's been perpetually and continually taking away more and more liberty. Things are getting more and more expensive, and people are getting more and more corrupt in Washington. This country hasn't been for the people, of the people, by the people for quite a very long time. I would have to say the last time we actually had a pretty good stretch, a pretty good run in this country. Whether, everybody likes to talk about how much they hate Hillary, and she's an evil, crazy, maniacal person. I get that. But we had 8 pretty good years under Bill. Let's be honest, y'all. So it's been a while between both the Bushes and Hillary, between both the Bushes and Obama. They've put us through some crap, and I would say that this might be the first time since maybe Andrew Jackson that we've actually had somebody in the White House that's actually interested in what the people want, with the exception of JFK. But we all know what happened to him. But this is my point. I'm making this video because I just figured I'd take a poll. Now, we all know that all these polls and all the mainstream media news and all this stuff, all they want to do is lie, 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 lie. They lie about everything. We all know that Trump won by a landslide because it's the only way that he could do it, because they were stealing the election, just like they did from Bernie Sanders, which is undeniable. Which makes it even more laughable that half the government and every mainstream media outlet wants to say voter fraud doesn't exist, when it's 100% proven fact, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Democrats stole the election from Bernie Sanders. I mean, hello. Anyways, my point is I actually feel like this Trump's wall thing is a pretty damn good idea. And honestly, I believe the wall is more symbolic than anything. But we have a duty. The government only has a couple of jobs that really matter. Okay? The only jobs that the government really needs to be involved in is trade and defense. That's pretty much it. They've got 1,000,001 other things now, but the only thing they really need to be involved in is defense and trade. That's it. And then somehow they've managed to get into all this other aspects of our life. It's just crazy. Now, granted, I do think this wall is more symbolic than anything, but we have to stop this immigration problem, not just from the Muslims who want to blow us up and breed us out of existence, but we also got the cartels. Now, if any of y'all live near anywhere around the borders where these cartels operate, then you've probably seen stuff like I have on the news all the time, where public officials are getting taken out by cartel members, and they can't even catch the dudes. They have no idea who they are. Undocumented illegal immigrants, cartel members. It happens all the time. I've met people who've had their whole family wiped out by cartel members coming over here illegally. Okay, this stuff happens all the time. And let's not talk about all the people that come and immigrate to this country legally. If we just allow anybody that wants to come here without any kind of background check or anything else like that, then all these people who are busting their ass to get in this country legally are getting a big ass slap in the face. Our government's number one priority is defense and trade, and they're supposed to be protecting us, and they're not. They're just letting anybody, whoever the hell wants to come in here, and I'm sorry. Being an American is a privilege, not a right. It is the greatest nation in the world, but it also comes with certain responsibilities. So, my question is for you guys. I'm just taking a poll, and I'm actually wondering because Mexico, now we all know Mexico has no leverage at all. Trump can bend them to his will anytime he wants to. Their economy was already worthless, and it's actually tanking as we speak. And considering how bad it was before, that's saying something. So what I'm wondering is, I wonder if anybody's considered starting a GoFundMe for this wall. And I'm just curious how many people would actually be willing to contribute to this, because you know what? I actually believe there's a good 50 to 60% of America who would actually contribute to this thing. You know? I mean, everybody wants to be safe. Because I don't care who you are. Every time you go into a dark movie theater now to go see a movie, you have to sit there and wonder, at least for a minute, if there's somebody in there who's about to shoot the place up. Nobody feels safe anymore. You gotta carry guns and hope you're quick enough on the draw to take these people out before they wipe out you and your family, right? So we gotta do something about it. And I think building a wall will be a pretty good symbol to the rest of the world that we're not messing around anymore. Other countries don't mess around with their borders. Some of the toughest airports to get through on the planet are in the Middle East. But they seem to come over here all the time and blow us up with no problem at all. So that's just my question. I'm just curious. How many of you out there would actually be interested in donating to start building this wall for Donald Trump? Because I actually think, what the hell? If they're actually going to do something with my money that's actually going to do something for me for once, I'd actually be like, yeah, here's $100. That may not seem like much, but you know what, guys? 2 million people give $100. I bet that'll pay for a big ass chunk of a 2,000-mile wall. Now, granted, most of the money they really need to spend is on the border patrol guys and all this kind of stuff and just actual protection. But putting up the wall there would be a very symbolic gesture to the world that we are no longer just going to take anybody in here. If you want to be American, you have to earn it, just like my forefathers did. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just curious. What are your guys' thoughts? Y'all let me know in the comments and share this around. I'm just curious. And hell, somebody may have done this already. If they have, let me know. I'm very curious to see if something like this might exist. So, anyways, leave me your thoughts, guys. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to y'all soon.